Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. Well, yesterday we pulled like half of our orders and we're going to take care of the rest today. We're going to go ahead and get into it so we can get those ready for the carrier to pick them up today.
Yep, it's a Monday morning, our time, and like Candace said, we pulled, and I came in here first thing this morning and packed everything that you saw in that last video. So you ready to pull these things?
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
First item is in the Tiger drawer. It's some replacement parts for a SpongeBob Monopoly.
Tiger, that's over here. Okay, it's like hotels and stuff.
Yep.
Dice, etc.
Yeah, there's 33 pineapples, 13 Krusty Krabs, and 2 dice.
That's probably a bad buy. Usually when you see us with stuff like that.
Well, I don't know if you remember, we also sold some little figures. I think something was missing is why we had to part it out.
Usually it's a bad buy though. When you see us selling game, it's like, oh, the whole game wasn't worth a ton, or we're missing pieces. Right.
Sold that for $7. 5 Delta, we sold a little Tupperware booklet. It's R1. I think it's the only one that was left in that little box.
5 Delta R1.
Or maybe not.
No, there's more.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a whole bunch of those little like pamphlet type cookbook things.
Some of those that have either a cool look or a good topic, if I can pick them up for like 50 cents or less, I'll do it. And sometimes I end up bundling them up. It just depends. Sold that one there for $7.
That is not a very tasty looking dish, I must say.
No, look at that. That's along the lines of that Jello mold.
That looks gross.
It's a rolled up ham. Okay, next item, speaking of Monopoly, on 2 Charlie, the World War II Monopoly sold.
Oh, on 2 Charlie?
Yep.
I didn't realize that sold. Yeah, these are the ones that after going through and talking about how much I do not like selling board games, and we bought like 4 board games over that weekend.
Yeah, especially ones that aren't sealed because you have to inventory them.
Yeah.
We sold that one for $22.
I don't remember what we paid for that. A couple of dollars.
I think it was only $1.
$1 or $2, yeah, something like that.
We sold a Florida State Seminoles jersey and shorts. It's on 11 Alpha.
Okay. All right, I need to get this guy down. Okay, this is some of the jersey stuff that we got from Kevin and Danielle. And really, that ended up being, like, of the stuff we bought from Kevin and Danielle, in my opinion, that was some of the weaker stuff. I just thought there was gonna be, actually I thought there were more pieces. Oh God.
Some of it was questionable, huh?
Yeah, there were quite a few pieces that I wasn't like convinced of the authenticity of. I don't know. It was whatever. But oh man, we had a lot. Is that it?
Yeah, there's 5 of them. Okay. Those are some of the lounge fly backpacks we're putting up there.
Yeah. But having said all that, they have sold decent. Yeah. So
for that set there, and it had some pretty significant issues.
Yeah.
We sold it for $43.
Yep, I ended up having to take an offer on that.
This is a good buy. 1 Delta. We sold a Nutcracker for $2.50. It's Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, 1 Delta?
1 Delta.
Oh. Yeah. I didn't realize it was going to be that low down.
Let's see. Oh, he's in the back probably. He's the guy with the piano.
Watch out, that guy's hooked up in there. Okay, I went ahead and pulled it. He was all the way in the back. Yeah. Back there, protected. This is Tchaikovsky, who apparently, I didn't know this, I guess he had a puppet.
Yeah, I don't know what the story is. Didn't he write the Nutcracker? So maybe that's...
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be like a character.
Oh, and there is a dancer. That's right.
Yeah, the piano's a music box.
That's right. And this little dude dances on top.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
He does his little spins.
Pretty cool. And I mean, it's like it's got the little hair and stuff like a Nutcracker.
That's delicate. I'm going to have to be careful packing this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, we had it listed for $300 and someone sent us an offer for $250 and we took it.
Couldn't see not taking that.
Yeah. We have a reel going out, Chicago 3. It's on 5 Bravo.
Okay. Fewer and fewer. Ah, here we go. Fewer and fewer reels. All the time. They are selling. I mean, we're only selling, I guess, probably a couple a week at this point. But yeah, these have been awesome.
Yeah, that's a gold mine there. We sold that one for $27.
I actually saw a bunch of used reels over the weekend at the estate sale, and or an estate sale, and I passed on them because they weren't taken like on the.
Well, weren't they blanks or yeah?
They were, well, yeah, they were. They weren't like pre-recorded like these, but the reel, like the tape was all messed up on them and stuff. So
yeah. Next item is 5 Delta. It's a chrome license plate, Chevrolet with the red bow tie. It's a vehicle SSR. So 5 Delta.
all right, 5 Delta.
Probably in our little license plate crate thing.
Okay.
Where I had the antique ones.
Which one is it?
It's the chrome looking one that has, it's like a. It's
What does it
solid.
say on it?
It's not a frame, it's a solid.
Okay.
It's probably that bubble wrapped one. Let me see. Because it had like some raised design on it.
Like that.
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, 25 for that.
Okay.
And then we have one more item going out. It's in storage, so I guess once you get that packed up, we'll go grab it.
Oh yeah. All right. Yep, I forgot about that. All right, last thing. I did go ahead and go to storage, pick this up. This is a wand for a vacuum cleaner. Got $25.99 for that. And we bought the vacuum for I think $15. Might have been $12.99. I can't remember exactly, but it was somewhere around 15. So far, we sold the hose for 30. We sold this for 26, and then we still have the main canister part that hasn't sold yet. So we're already well into the profit on that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the video. Good morning, Candace.
Hey, good morning.
Well, sorta. It's actually after lunch.
Yeah, we already pulled and packed orders. You're going to see that after this footage. It's very confusing. It's especially confusing for us. But we wanted to do some viewer questions today.
Yeah, I found I found four what I call fairly quick hitters, because I know sometimes I can get pretty long-winded. So
Yeah.
I picked 4 that were like not super involved.
So no more than 5 minutes each question.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah. Let's see. Now, if I only use 2 minutes on one, can I transfer that extra 3 to another one and use 8?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
First question is from Jane Myers 3494. What do you look for when purchasing hats? Why do you buy the ones you buy?
That's a good question.
It is. Number one thing is, well, it needs to have a good look to it, a cool factor.
What does that mean now?
Just, I don't know, just not, you don't want to get like a hat that just has a letter A on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Unless it's an Alabama A.
And even then, you don't probably want to get
one
that.
criteria is Made in USA, right?
Yeah, but most hats we buy aren't, though.
Right.
But like, if I see Made in USA on a hat,
and the subject matter is good.
But if I see Made in the USA on the hat, I'm going to be more likely to buy it, even if it has some condition issues.
Yes.
Because a lot of times you'll see on those old foam trucker hats, sometimes the foam's even completely missing out of the inside, or it's breaking down.
But if the subject matter is good enough, that doesn't matter. It will affect the value, but it doesn't really matter, depending on the subject matter.
Yeah, like farming hats, farm equipment, that always does well. I think most people know about like John Deere hats, especially the old ones. You have K Products brand, Made in USA, John. That can be some good stuff. Sports hats in general, They're not sexy. They don't sell for a lot of money typically, but they sell.
They do, as long as they're good, good popular teams, and more modern. They need to be clean.
Very clean.
Yes.
Condition. Condition is like one of the most important things with hats, of course.
Unless you're willing to try to clean them. I know some people do.
We don't.
We're not willing to put in that time.
The standard hat that we sell, we probably buy for $1 on average, and our average hat sale is probably like 15, or maybe I was thinking 12, 13 even.
Yeah.
Like it's a sideline thing for us. We might have, we have 100 hats in stock.
The great thing about them is they're easy to photograph and easy to store.
Yeah.
And easy to ship.
And and very rarely, like we get return requests on stuff from time to time, or people have an issue with this or that. Very rarely do we ever hear back from a hat, ever.
No.
Like never have it.
Just make sure if it does have any flaws, I mean, you want to take all your angles anyway, but make sure you really get good pictures. Like if the inside band has like sweat stains,
right,
stuff like that.
Don't hide that.
Don't hide it. Disclose everything. And for taking your photos, this is what we use.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I picked it up for a few bucks off of Amazon. They're really cheap. We have a guy one and a girl one, just because the girl one, the head is smaller. So, yeah, the main things you want to look for, I think, are just subject matter. It's a big deal,
There are some hats that, like, after just through trial and error, I would say trial and error makes a good hat seller.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, and the cool thing is like they're so cheap. You quite often will find yourself in a position where you could buy like, 20, 30 hats for $10 or something. Like that happens.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And you'll kind of learn, like, I hate to just say just try it, but there are some hats like nobody really cares about the LSU 2003 SEC championship.
Yeah, we've learned that.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
specific events, unless it was something really cool and huge that happened, or I guess maybe, but
specific to your region.
Yeah.
Like hats are very regional too.
Yes.
Like the hats we find here are very unlike the hats you'll probably find where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get, like, once you become a hat shopper, you start seeing the same hats over and over and over again.
I would say probably, like 25% of the hats we see are LSU.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely they are.
And the sprinkling of the Saints in there. The Saints is probably going to be more around New Orleans area. You'll see more of that as opposed to LSU. So.
But, like, just a plain, like, if I see just a plain old LSU hat, it's not modern, it's not vintage, it's not like
it's like purple and it says LSU on it.
Am I gonna buy it? Maybe, but it's got to be pristine.
Yeah.
If I see any flaw at all.
Probably not though, because it's not going to catch people's eye when they're scrolling through looking for an LSU hat.
Right.
Yeah.
Anything kitschy, anything gaudy, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Man, it's really hard to say. Look down below, because I know there are a lot of people that watch a channel that sell a lot of hats. There are some things to look out for too with sports hats. Like there's like the shark tooth designs, the Zubaz hats, Zubaz,
or Zubaz style,
or Zubaz style.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about a very big subject matter here, but the best thing about hats though are there's so many good things. They're at so many freaking sales.
They are just about every sale, and they're always cheap.
They are.
Yeah.
And like anytime, another hat to buy, hats that are like for enthusiasts of like if you see, say, a BMW hat, right? Or maybe a bass tracker.
Yes.
Bass tracker hat for a boat or whatever. Like that kind of thing for expensive items that people are really into. Boats, cars.
Sailing. We had a good sailing hat one time, didn't we?
Sailing.
Yeah.
Vintage, like, computer theme hat. Vintage, like, you name it. Like,
niche.
real niche kind of stuff like that, it's perfect for a hat. So yeah. All right, was that 5 minutes?
I think it was longer. Okay, next question is from Carmen Susie 837. Why don't you film your yard sales and estate sales picking? We get asked this question a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'll answer it every now and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take this one because I mean I know why, but this is you.
Okay, so honestly, it's mostly anxiety on my part, because I found that instead of just walking up and shopping and finding deals and making deals and paying attention and being in the moment, I found that when I was filming, I was more concerned with, I felt really, I always felt like people were like looking at me filming them, and very rarely did anything ever come of it, but I don't know, it just really made me uneasy, and I think it made some garage sales people uneasy. Garage sales often have kids at them, either with the shoppers bring kids, or I mean, most garage sales, it seems like, that are run have kids there, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of them are, like, just about all garage sales we go to they're just about always ran by women. Wouldn't you say that's a fact?
Yep.
So just given maybe if I was younger, I wouldn't feel the same way, but at some point, like, there's a fine line between someone documenting for their YouTube channel and someone just being a creepy old man with a camera at your house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That,
like,
and I feel like you're able to concentrate more on the picking aspect, and you're not missing things like you were before. And then it's probably a lot more comfortable when you do need to negotiate that there's not a camera in their face.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Just the whole thing. Like, I enjoyed doing it for, I don't know, a couple of years. I probably did that. But then at some point I was like, all right, that's enough. Actually, I did, I'll share this with y'all. I did have an incident with an estate sale company where I found myself in a Facebook group, local Facebook group. Somebody had a picture of me, a screenshot they took from one of our videos, and I was being called like a pervert.
Yeah, they didn't make the connection of why he was doing that.
And then I was also accused of
casing the place.
I was accused of casing these estate sales. Never had a problem really at a garage sale, but I was accused of casing estate sales to come back, give the information to somebody or whatever, I guess, and then come back and rob them later. So, which obviously that's not what we were doing or anything. But then I started really thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? It is really pretty weird.
Yeah.
To be walking into someone's home filming. Right. So estate sales are even more different because you're actually inside of a home. Now, as far as legality goes, that's a whole other question. Like, it is a public place because the public was invited in, and that applies to garage sales and estate sales. You invite the public in, it's a public place.
It's like going to the mall.
It's basically right. It's like you should not have an expectation of privacy once you've turned your place into a public event for the day. There shouldn't be an expectation of privacy under your carport at that point, right? However, on the other hand, we do make videos that make money. They make AdSense. We get paid. This is a commercial enterprise. It really is.
Yep.
And the minute you're using anyone else's likeness, now you can blur and all that stuff. That's a big pain in the butt, or keep the camera aimed weird or whatever. But once you use someone's image or likeness in a video, in a commercial venture, and you do not ask their permission, there is potential legal liability there, because really they're kind of owed for their performance.
They are.
You know, like that's
They contributed to the video.
right.
Yeah.
And and if you don't think that's the case, then why in the world are, like when you watch a show we used to watch a lot, Impractical Jokers, you'll see some people's faces are not blurred, and a lot of people, but most of them are blurred. The ones that aren't blurred, obviously,
They signed a release.
they probably signed a release.
Yeah.
And the ones that are blurred, they probably didn't.
Yep.
So is there a difference between a YouTube video and a TV program? Not really. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
They're both a commercial gain.
So I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer, obviously. I think a lot of those laws are kind of sketchy. I couldn't say for certain that, you know, I'm on the right side of this and really with a lot of conviction. But yeah, hey, ultimately,
it's less stressful.
it made me very anxious
Yeah.
filming at those sales.
Yeah.
And so now we don't do it. So I understand why people like that kind of stuff though.
Oh gosh. Okay, the next question is from the Wolfpack 9456. I'm not sure I've ever heard, but are you guys a couple, married? If not, you guys have that kind of energy I like.
I like it.
I like it. So, yes, we are married. We've been married 21 years. We've been together like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're married.
Yeah, and I put that question in there because it made me like think about like every day depends on, you know, if we have videos popping off or whatever, but every day I'd say we probably have like anywhere from 10 to 50 new subscribers, and more than that watch, but new viewers that aren't subscribed. So all these people, and like we
do introduce ourselves,
but I feel like we always assume when I'm talking in these videos, and I think Candace is the same way, like we'll refer to things like, oh, that buy we did at blah, blah, blah. Candace, that buy was 2 months ago. The people watching this now, they may have no clue what we're talking
or
about.
if we make a reference to Molly,
Right,
that's
our daughter.
But people don't know. Some people don't know that.
But what are we supposed to do? Like, are we supposed, like most of you guys that are watching have been watching for a long
we need
time.
to put in our video description.
I don't know. I guess we just assume that people that are watching this video right now have watched all the other 1,000 videos. And that's a ridiculous assumption to
They
make.
know our whole
Clearly.
reselling journey.
Right. So as ridiculous as that question sounds, we don't say we're married.
I'm glad that they do think we are, that we act like we are.
Well, yeah.
They must think we like each other.
I'll tell you what's been happening recently, though, that I don't like. It's a new trend. Is that Candace and I will go to a restaurant sometimes, and at the end of the meal, and this didn't start happening until like maybe a year or two ago, end of the meal, maybe 20% of the time, they'll ask if we want same check or separate checks.
I don't think it has anything.
What is that?
I don't think it has anything to do with that. Are we a couple or not? They probably asked that for every table because they probably didn't do it one time, and then they had.
Yeah, but Candace, this never happened before.
I think it's just a new trend in the restaurant industry.
I'm wondering if you know what I'm thinking.
I think you're thinking too much.
No,
looking too much into it.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
I'm thinking they are wondering if your dad is going to pay for both of us, or if me and my daughter are going to have separate checks or something.
If we were related, it would not be separate checks. It's just a weird question.
It's very strange.
But I think that somewhere along the line, there's been people getting upset. Why do you assume we're together? You know how people are now. They get offended by everything. So why are you assuming we're a couple? Maybe we need separate checks, you know.
I don't know.
Maybe somebody came at them and
is this something that anybody else has noticed? Or is this something specific to us where we get asked if we want separate checks? It's like, do we not seem like we're together or what?
Yeah.
And this is a new thing.
Yeah.
This is not.
It's like the last 2 years, I would
Yes.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it happening to anybody else? Like I'm starting to get a little complex about it. It's like, what? You don't think I'm good enough for her? Yeah. What?
I really don't think. Okay, next question is from Smelly Rhino Studio.
Oh.
Okay, I need to know the story about that name. Do you feel it's worthwhile to have a storefront? I had one years ago when I sold art, but I just list random items now and I'm wanting to really get busy. Thanks for your reply. So it sounds like they really want to amp up their business of their eBay business.
So, what?
Well, it's obviously not a store. Or, I don't know.
They're talking about eBay stores.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I recommend anybody does, I'll put a link to this below, at least I'll try and remember. Go look at store selling fees, and it's going to break it all down because it ends up just mostly being a numbers game. A basic store, well, there's a starter store that gives you the ability to run sales and things like that, but you don't get any of the free packing supplies and stuff. But it is something you could try anyway. The real stores start at basic. You can see they have like a $27.95 or $21.95 price. If you agree to have the store for a year, then you just pay this $21.95 per month. That doesn't mean you have to pay for the whole year at once.
You get a discount for committing to a year.
Right.
Yeah.
We're currently on the premium level on the yearly renewal, so we're paying $60. So there's a couple of things to consider. So first of all, when you have a store, you do get quote unquote free listings. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's like one of the big things for us. So like with premium, we get up to 10,000 all categories, and then the 10 cents is that if we run out of the 10,000 listings, how much we have to pay per listing after that. Basically, for us, we get unlimited listings.
Yeah, it's more than we could do.
Right. Yeah. You do get a certain number of listings without having a store, but I don't even know how many that is anymore. I think it's a pretty good bit though. So I'm not sure that this listing thing is going to be that huge of a deal. Basic, the cheapest store level, you get 1,000. But I'm not, those of y'all that don't have a store, how many free listings do you get before you start getting charged that? But that is one portion of it, just the included listings you get.
The discount on those fees, yeah.
Now, the other big part of it is final value fees. Mm-hmm. Most categories, this shows like Starter Store. Starter Store does not get a discount on that at all. Most categories, and it says including blah, 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 13.25%. Okay, it does not include books and magazines. They're almost 15%, right? And there's some other categories down here below. But most things we do sell a lot of books and magazines, so we don't get a break on that. But most everything else we sell is going to be included here. If you have basic, premium, anchor, enterprise stores, then you're saving almost 1%. You're saving 0.9% final value fees. Mm-hmm. So just that alone, like let's say you're selling $10,000 a month on eBay, just that alone, being able to save that 0.9%, you're looking at what? That's $90 a month that you're saving just from that.
That pays for the store.
That pays for the store. Yeah. Our store is basically free for us. Actually, buying the store makes us money because we sell in excess of our discount that we get on final value fees by having the store. Actually is a money maker for us. To not buy the store, we would lose more than the store subscription fee costs.
Right.
So one way to look at it is if you look at, I'm going back up here. If you look at basic store, where you actually start getting that almost 1% off your final value fee in most categories, is $22 a month. Once you're selling about $2,200, maybe you sell a few books and magazines. once you're selling like $2,500 a month,
It pays for itself.
it pays for itself.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
Right.
It's not even something to think about, right? And then once you've outgrown the listings for that level store, then premium is probably not a question either. Right. So the other things you get to, have the ability to run sales. That may or may not be something for you. You have the ability to categorize your items. You know, like we do that a lot. We'll do that a lot. Like Candace, like for these stickers, and for instance, these racing stickers. Candace made like a racing category.
Racing sticker category, yeah. You can say that. And one thing that's helpful on our listing, we put a link to go straight to that category
Right.
if they want to see what else we have in that category.
Right. So, you know, even if you're an everything kind of seller, that can kind of help people navigate your store if they're browsing your store, especially if you, we don't specialize in anything, but we do have we have action figure categories. We have Barbie categories.
Nutcracker.
We have Nutcracker category.
When you have bulk, it really helps.
Yeah, it can help people get to the stuff they want to see.
Right.
Right. And for you to run sales. The other thing you do get with the stores is, okay, with basic, I believe you get $25 a quarter.
Is it on here?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you get a coupon.
Yeah, you get a shipping supply coupon every quarter. I think for basic, you get $25. Premium, you get $50, and then it goes up from there. Really, the way I kind of factor that in, we get $50 every quarter for our store in shipping supplies. I think that's probably worth more around $30 because they price the stuff up to make it look like you're getting more, but then
prices are inflated. Yeah.
But then the prices are a little inflated. So really the way I look at that is it's kind of like we get $10 off the store subscription every month. That's I kind of look at it as like a $30 benefit, sort of. But you know, it is something.
Yeah, it's something they don't have to do.
I wish they didn't really. I wish they would just lower the fee and I go buy my own stuff. But that's not that's not how that kind of marketing works. But so, and all in all,
it's based on numbers. How many listings and what are you doing a month? You know. Right.
If you're selling $200-300 a month, and you ask me, should I get a store? I'm gonna say no. If you're selling, you know, that's assuming you have all the listings you need, whatever. If you're selling like a couple of $1,000s a month, and you're thinking about getting more serious about it, and you're asking me, should I get a store? I'd say yes. I think you should get a basic store. Because even if you're not quite selling enough for that discount to pay for the store yet, it's still going to make it like so cheap that it's almost a no-brainer.
Right. Yeah.
That's my opinion on the whole eBay store thing. So hope that helps. I am going to link this page. I think it's a good read for anyone that is considering the store, because ultimately you need to do the math, figure it out for yourself, and see if it makes sense.
Good question.
Yep, good question. You ready to pull orders?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty, it is time to pull some orders. Decent little sales day yesterday.
Yeah. And we did well on the racing stickers, and we have one Etsy sale. I don't know if you know about that.
I didn't know about that, actually.
Yes, we do. So we'll go ahead and get started with the racing stickers, since they're all in one box. The first order has 2 packs on it, B14 and B18.
Okay.
So I'll
let you do it.
Since I have 2 hands.
Yeah, I feel like I might bend the stickers up or something.
All right, so B14.
And the way I've shipped these so far is I just use my Gemini comic mailers. So B14 and 18 are on one order.
Yeah, so it's $29.98 for 2 packs.
Okay.
And then the next order has 2 packs on it, A15 and A17. And I kind of have this box back here to help keep them straight up and down.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
I don't know, we may have to rethink how we're doing this.
The main thing is just to make sure we don't like bend up the tops of them or anything.
Right.
That's kind of.
Although they were just thrown in that thing and they did okay. So.
Yeah, true.
Same thing, $29.98 for those. And then we have an order with 1 pack on it, B17.
Wow, we did sell a lot of stickers.
Yeah.
Okay. We actually had a question. I didn't put in the video, but we got asked how much we paid for the stickers.
Oh yeah.
And wasn't it 20?
Yep.
It was 20 for all of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a bunch of good stuff at that sale and hardly spent anything.
Yeah,
So,
it's pretty awesome.
yeah.
All right, so but these stickers are awesome too. Like they're
Really cool.
They're
yeah.
cool stickers.
Yeah. Yep. So $14.99 for that last single pack. We went in and did lots of 20 at $15 for each lot. So keep it simple. All right. The next order has 2 items on it. These are those Aramco magazines. Lonnie started working on them yesterday and sold 2 lots right away. They're both on one Echo.
Okay.
I don't know how you have them.
So 70s on both of them?
Yeah, 71 to 75 and 76 to 79.
Okay. Okay, I think it's 2 of these. This one, 76 through 79. And then this other one behind there is 71 through 75. And we paid
$30 for the whole lot.
for all of it.
Yeah.
And then
So did you price them all the same? What was your
I
price?
did. I kept it really simple. I pulled one out that we listed separate, and then the rest of the lots I just made them $3 a mag.
So $3 a mag, and then depending on how many were in the lot.
Yep.
So those 2 together sold for $128.98.
Nice.
Yep. Pocket 97, we sold a pendant, a crucifix. That was also in that little $5 jewelry box that those gold earrings were in.
Oh, that's right.
This is it's Princess Pride. It's actually signed on the back. It is $20 for that.
Okay. So we sold $120 out of that little $5 thing. And I think there were a couple other pieces too, huh?
Well, there's some vintage jewelry. I'm going to get in and probably do a lot, like some vintage, those old vintage style earrings.
Mm-hmm.
So, 2 Foxtrot, we sold that orange Samsonite train case.
Oh, yeah. Candace just listed this yesterday. And it sold almost immediately.
Yep.
You don't see this color often at all.
Well, the color is somewhat uncommon, but the interior, it's what really makes it special. It's got that floral print interior. And sadly, the mirror was broken, so I took the mirror out. But yeah, see, this has like this floral print.
Man, the inside is so nice.
Yeah. And it has the key and the tray. Yeah, so we sold that for $50. We sold an Eagle Moss chest figure, 9 Charlie, Sinestro.
Okay, we haven't sold hardly any of those.
Those are the ones in that box, I think.
What's in here?
Maybe.
No. Oh. Can you tell which one it is?
I better go pull it.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's a very angry looking guy because his face is very red.
Oh, he got sunburned. Oh, I stayed in the sun. Look at him. Look at him.
He's like,
I stayed in the sun way too long. I'm so mad. Somebody should woke me up. One of my super friends.
I'm not sure why he's got the red skin like that. Sold him for $20.
Too long under the heat lamp.
All right, we sold a disc brake caliper mounting bolt.
Okay, where is it?
14-50.
14-50. What?
Yep.
That's the location?
Yeah.
What? Oh, great. I don't know what that means. 14-50. Oh, no. I don't know what that is.
I guess we'll dig through all the car parts.
Oh
that
my
we
gosh.
Have.
Okay, well, I got really lucky actually. This part right here, 13898, it was in this box. I don't know why. I don't know why I had the location messed up, but we did not have the actual location, and we have auto parts and
Oh,
probably like
boxes of them, yeah.
6 different boxes around the shed. So got super lucky to find that.
I like how the packaging says help.
Yeah.
Sold that for $8. 8 Charlie sold the Magnavox converter box we just picked up.
Yeah, that was used. And then I sent 10% offers out right after I listed it. 8 Charlie?
Yeah.
But we did be a nice easy pack. And we did only pay $2.50 for it. So
And sold for $13.50.
yep.
And well, not the last eBay item. The last one we're pulling right now. 3 Charlie, the Bregden Chronicles number 15.
3 Charlie,
Bregden
Bregden
Chronicles
15. Yeah, we listed this lot of Bregden Chronicles books. And we had this one as a duplicate. So Candace listed this separate.
Yep, and we sold that one for $9.
Okay.
And then on Etsy, we sold a Walmart pen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, number 97.
Boy, we haven't sold a Walmart pen in forever.
Yeah, slowed down a lot.
I mean, we used to sell one a day, at least, probably on average.
Yeah.
All right.
I do have some holiday ones, I think, left, so maybe they'll pick up when we get closer to the holidays.
97. Okay, this is just a red one. It says Walmart Attitude.
Yep, sold that for $12.
Okay, we got one more large thing I'm going to pack after I get all this other stuff done. And one more thing. I got everything else packed and out. The last thing is a nutcracker. So we're actually starting to see some more interest in nutcrackers the past week or two, right?
Yeah, last couple of weeks we've sold quite a few, so
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it's going to really ramp up the closer we get to the holidays.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I don't know if we're going to sell them all during these next few months, but I bet you by the time January, February gets here,
We'll be able to consolidate on at least 1 or 2 shelves.
we'll be able to take out at least probably like this shelf maybe or something, you know, like we're going to get a bunch sold.
Now this guy is interesting. Look how this does.
I know.
I was trying to remember. Okay, this does not come off.
And the hands don't come out of the arms either. Huh?
I think they do. It comes out somehow.
Okay.
And you can see I bubble wrapped him because...
Oh, to keep it from getting scratched.
Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I did that to keep it...
I don't think it does.
Yeah.
I don't think it does. That's fine. I'll just pack it in a big enough box to where it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that guy sold for $120 plus shipping on top.
He's cool, little pumpkin man.
Yeah, he is. All right, it is later on. Actually, we've had Candace.
We've had Candace.
We have had Candace. She's had 4 nutcrackers that are on the end of this bench that have been bugging me.
I'm gonna miss them now.
Are you? Well, I listed them. I think you had plans. Well, you fixed a bunch of nutcrackers.
I did, and those were some that really didn't have major problems, I guess, but they did have problems.
Yep.
That I thought that maybe I could fix, and it's just, you know, you just doing it, like going to the store, getting the supplies, and then fixing them.
Yeah, at some point you realize we're not actually going to do this. So I went ahead and just listed them as is, made them.
He pulled off the Band-Aid.
Yeah, so like this guy, Friar Tuck, he had big time issues. Like you can see his arm is off. The dowel where the arm attaches is broken, so you're gonna have to drill that out to fix it. The strap on the canteen and the bag are messed up.
Besides that, he was in pretty good condition.
He was okay.
Yeah.
So listed him for $55. He's normally over $100 nutcracker. And then we have a Scottish this bagpiper. Y'all could see his issue right there. He's missing half his mustache.
Yeah, he went to the barber and got the creeps, so he ran out halfway through his shave.
He got the what?
The creeps.
The creeps?
From his barber.
Okay.
Get it?
The creeps from his barber. What are you talking about?
You can't relate?
To what, being a creep?
Being creeped out by a barber.
Oh, I thought you meant creeping people out. I could probably relate more to creeping people out than being creeped out. And then like this American Indian guy here, he wasn't too bad, although he did have. Come on, pull the photo up, please.
His feather, he needs a new feather.
Yeah, he needs a new feather back.
He's supposed to have a headband too.
So I listed him for cheap, but bottom line, we had four with issues, got them listed. Candace has been I listed a few clothing items.
I've been cross-listing the rest of the dog pet items because I think they've been getting a lot of good reception on Mercari and Poshmark. So I've decided to just go ahead and cross-list the rest of it. That's what I've been working on all day, and I've made pretty good progress.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because we have actually sold pretty well on Poshmark, especially when you consider the fact that we're a little bit handicapped on Poshmark because they have to pay the $7.99 shipping.
Yeah.
There's no way, like I shipped some dog thing the other day and it weighed nothing, but I used a priority box because that's just how you have to ship on Poshmark.
I mean, I'm cross-listing like cheap dog collars. They're probably not going to buy them unless we can do some kind of bundle or something, you know. So,
right. Yep, that's always the issue with Poshmark is on like small light stuff. They still charge the same, and I'm sure, I was talking to Candace about this the other day, I'm sure Mercari and Poshmark, a big part of the money they make is from overcharging shipping.
Yeah. They've got quite a little scheme going there.
Yeah, except it's so transparent. Like, why doesn't? Oh, well, I'm not gonna complain. If y'all sell on Poshmark, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. But they make it really difficult to sell like smaller things, like cheap like jewelry and
something that would ship at 8 ounces. Yeah.
Right.
You're paying like a £2 rate.
Yeah. We have 2 more. We didn't source a bunch this week, so we are working on this shelf here. We have 2 more nutcrackers there that I'm gonna probably get to tomorrow, and I'm just gonna keep on working through all this stuff.
I think we need to tackle these posters tomorrow too.
Yeah, we
tag team those.
Yeah, we can see what's going on with them. We have some really cool ones.
We do. We have some good stuff up there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, posters are always just a pain. So yeah. We also have these stickers that we still need to work on.
Never-ending sticker story.
But that's I think that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.